let's take a look at our top selections.
Well, hi, everyone. The 3-week Los Alamitos daytime meet began on Friday, and based on the overnights for the first two race cards, Friday and Saturday, we're going to see some deep competitive fields at Los Alamitos. Golden Gate Fields is shut down right now due to COVID, and a lot of the horses from Golden Gate are making their way down to Los Alamitos, and the overnights, the field sizes, the first 2 days at Los Alamitos are absolutely huge. The gambling should be very good. Not only are the fields big, but the races are fairly competitive as well. And if you don't mind diving down into some of the lower class levels, we might be able to make a little bit of money this meet at Los Alamitos. We'll find out. And by the way, Los Alamitos, the pick six at Los Alamitos is the only time in Southern California where pick six players actually have a chance, because there is no single ticket jackpot scheme at Los Alamitos. And that single ticket jackpot has all but ruined the wager at other racetracks. So it'll be nice for the next 3 weeks to jump into the pick six pool with this typical traditional 70-30 split, no single ticket jackpot. So it's going to be fun for the next 3 weeks at Los Alamitos. The subject today is 2-year-old fillies. We're going to talk a little bit about the Juvenile fillies division, and specifically the Grade 1 Starlet Stakes on Saturday at Los Alamitos. It's race number 5. But before we talk about the field for the Starlet, I want to talk just in general about the 2-year-old fillies that have raced in 2020. And I suspect, and I don't think I'm alone in this sentiment, that the fillies that ran in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies this fall at Keeneland are a relatively modest bunch. And I say that for a couple reasons. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stretch run of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies. And to take nothing away from the winner, Vequist, and the 2, 3, 4 finishers, Day Out of the Office, Girl Daddy, Simply Ravishing, but the top 4 finishers in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies finished within 2 lengths of each other. And typically speaking, and generally speaking, in a dirt race, when the field is bunched up at the wire, it's generally the sign of a relatively low-rated race. I'm not going to knock Vequist. She was decisive in victory. She won by 2 lengths. But we've already seen at least one possible early indication that the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies was not that great of a race, because 4th place finisher Simply Ravishing returned last weekend in the Golden Rod, and she completely laid an egg. Now, maybe they went to the well a little too often with Simply Ravishing, but she was horrible at a short price. And we're already seeing some indications of some potential change in this division. Last weekend at Aqueduct, a filly by the name of Miss Brazil won a maiden race with a 93 Beyer speed figure, one of the highest speed figures of the year. The Goldenrod Stakes last weekend at Churchill Downs, in which Simply Ravishing was poor, was won by a filly named Travel Column. When you get a chance, I suggest going back and taking a look at the Goldenrod. I loved the runner-up in that race, by the way, Clairiere. But Travel Column, who won by a length, was many lengths best. Take a look at the Goldenrod, and you be the judge in whether Travel Column is the real deal. I think she is. Clairiere ran well in only her 2nd career start. She has much room to improve, but Travel Column was impressive last weekend in the Goldenrod, overcoming significant trouble, along with Clairiere finishing 2nd in her 2nd start, and Miss Brazil at Aqueduct. So I think that the 2-year-old filly division is changing. And it's a good segue into the Starlet, because what we're going to be seeing is an emerging 2-year-old filly who is completely unproven relative to the favorite Princess Noor. Let's take a look at the field for the Starlet. It's race number 5 on Saturday at Los Alamitos. And the favorite on the morning line is number 3, Princess Noor, who was dominant this summer and fall in California. Second choice on the morning line at 7-5 is number 4, Astute. It's probably a 2-horse race, at least according to the odds. And Princess Noor is far and away the most accomplished in the field. She won her career debut. 15 days later, she won the Grade 1 Debutante, and then she came back and won the Grade 2 Chandelier. Both those graded stakes races were won in a landslide. The thing about Princess Noor is that she is not particularly fast. The highest speed figure that she ran Prior to the Breeders' Cup was a mare 79. Meanwhile, number 4, Astute, when she won second time out in the Desi Arnaz down at Del Mar, she earned an 88 Beyer speed figure. So what we're faced with on Saturday in the Starlet is a choice between speed and class. And some people might suggest that they are one and the same. But Astute with an 88 Beyer speed figure, to me, she's a standout on speed figures. Let's leave it at that. But before we talk about Astute, let's first talk about the filly who is the even money favorite on the morning line. And I'm not sure that Princess Noor will be favored, but we do know this. Early this year, she was virtually unbeatable in California. And in the Chandelier Stakes, which was her third career start and her final start before the Breeders' Cup, Princess Noor crushed the Chandelier Stakes at Santa Anita. Not only did she crush, she won under a hold by more than 8 lengths. Victor Espinosa's sitting chilly, and Princess Noor, she just toyed with the field. This was an impressive win at Santa Anita. But when Princess Noor shipped to Keeneland for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies, it was a completely different filly. As we take a look at the stretch run, and Princess Noor just backing up through the lane, it was a very disappointing effort for those who believed that she was the good thing at 9-5. Princess Noor, Victor Espinosa told trainer Bob Baffert that Princess Noor was struggling with the Keeneland track every step of the way, and he knew he was in trouble right off the bat. Princess Noor, she ran poorly, if I dare say so, in the Breeders' Cup. And interestingly, her speed figure actually improved 7 points. From her Chandelier into the Breeders' Cup, she went from a 78 to an 85, which was kind of weird because she did not run very well last time out, Princess Noor, but she has returned to train well, according to Baffert. She's taking blinkers off. I think Baffert would like to see her come back off the pace a little bit and rally late, and she will get a chance to win this race from behind because the filly on the rail, her stablemate, a filly by the name of Calypso, is probably going to make the lead. And Calypso was kind of impressive last time out. It was in the Enokia Stakes at Santa Anita. Take a look at the stretch run of the Enokia, and Calypso sped to the lead, made the lead, and she was gone. A half in 45, and she won by more than 2 lengths. Her speed figure came back modest, a 78, but she is by Brody's Cause, and this is the first crop sired by Brody's Cause. A 2-time Grade 1 winner around 2 turns. Baffert believes that Calypso, Baffert trains 3 of the 5 in the Starlet, by the way. He believes that Calypso wants 2 turns. We'll find out if he's right. Here's what I do know about Calypso. From the inside post, she's going to go. She has only one option, and that is to use her speed from the rail and try to steal it. Now, that poses a problem not only for Calypso on the lead, but also for Astute, because Astute is very, very fast. And last time out, Astute delivered the most impressive performance of the season by a 2-year-old filly in California. It was her second career start, and Astute dueled outside the odds-on favorite Private Mission, put her away, and then just ran away from the field. This is Astute winning by more than 7 lengths, an 88 Beyer speed figure, highest of the year in California by a 2-year-old filly. And after the race, the immediate question to her trainer, Dick Mandela, is, are you going to wheel back in 3 weeks in the Grade 1 Starlet? And Mandela postponed his decision until he saw how Astute came out of the race and until she worked. Well, she came back with a half-mile work in 46 flat. She's doing super. She's stretching out for the first time. She's the fastest filly in the field. And I think that I think she's going to end up going off favored, actually. And I think she's the most probable winner. From a gambling perspective, do you want to take a short price on a filly who is going long for the first time? That's a personal decision. Here's one thing I know for sure. I don't want any part of Princess Noor, and she could win. She's actually my second preference. But from a gambling perspective, if you want to gamble, and if we can get a decent price, 6-1 on the morning line for number 1 Calypso, who's stretching out with speed and a pedigree that suggests 2 turns will be fine. Calypso might be the best gamble in the Starlet, but the most probable winner, she's 7-5 on the line. She is astute. Jockey Mike Smith is aboard for trainer Richard Mandela. She's probably going to win the race, and I'm going to have my money, if the price is right, on number 1 Calypso. That's a look at the Grade 1 Starlet on Saturday at Los Alamitos. Talk to you next time.